That time again, the state finals are here, and right now we've got several teams competing to get to a state championship. Now things look a little different. So last year we had 1A through 6A competing, but now it's a lot like high school football. We have just 1A by itself still, and then from 2A to 6A we've got 2 divisions in each. So looks a lot different this year, but the good thing about it is there's several games to cover and there are several good teams still in these state games. So let's get to some picks. Let's start out in 6A Division 1. We've got Prosper versus Midway. Prosper has had a great season, 33 wins, 7 losses, and a tie, and then they are playing Midway. Midway has 33 wins and 7 losses. So these two teams are very similar. It's hard to pick against either one of them, but I'm going to go with Prosper. I think they played a gauntlet of a schedule in the DFW area. I think they're very experienced to get up to this point. I've got the Eagles getting to the state championship game. All right, then they'll face the winner of Atascosa versus Lake Travis. And these two teams, they're playing great at the right time. Right now is the time you want to play great, and they're showing us they're doing just that. Atascosa, they've beat some great teams. Katy is one of those. Lake Travis, they've had a pretty decent schedule on the way to the state semifinals, but I'm going to go with Atascosa. I think they're playing, just as I said, great at the right time right now, and they're the better team in this matchup. Give me Atascosa. How about in 6A Division 2? We've got a Marcus versus Tomball. Tomball, they're your defending state champions, playing in the state semifinals once again. And they'll play a really good Marcus team that has shown that they belong. The DFW baseball talk, they're playing out of their minds right now. I really want to pick Marcus in this matchup. I picked South Lake to beat them, and Marcus showed that they were the better team, but I don't see anybody dethroning Tomball. I think they're that good. I think they make the state championship for the 2nd year in a row. And the winner of that game will play the winner of Kingwood versus Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs, they beat a great PSJA team. Really shocked me there, but they've caught fire at the right time. They'll play Kingwood, who is one of the best teams in 6A. To be honest with you, I don't see Dripping Springs beating Kingwood. Give me Kingwood advancing to the state title game. In 5A Division 1, Aledo versus McKenna North. Aledo has had a great season. The Bearcats on a roll. They've proven that they belong in 5A as well. However, this McKenna North team, they may be one of the hottest teams in the state right now. Also, they're playing like one of the best teams in 5A right now. They're playing so well. I'm going to shock a lot of you. I'm going to go with McKenna North in this matchup. I think they advance to the state championship game. And they will get the winner of Barbers Hill versus Smithson Valley. Smithson Valley, they're on a roll this year. Their softball team was very good this year, and their baseball team has proven that they are the team to beat in the state semifinal. However, I don't know if they can beat Barbers Hill just because of how consistent of a team they've been all season long. I figured they would be in the spot. I've got them advancing to the state final versus McKenna North. In 5A Division 2, Grapevine versus Lovejoy. Grapevine, the defending state champions, will face Lovejoy a 2nd time in the state finals, this time in the state semifinal. They played each other last year. What a game that was. I think it went down to the last minute. It was a very close game. And these two meet again, a matchup that we were all kind of hoping for. But however, I like Lovejoy. I like how they have stayed consistent this season. I like the team that they've been. They've got a lot of talent on their team. They're very well coached. But speaking of consistency, don't think it gets any more consistent in Grapevine. The Mustangs, their record proves it this season. Only 3 losses. They will be hard to beat. That's why I've got Grapevine winning this matchup. How about Kingwood Park versus Liberty Hill? Kingwood Park, I believe they are the better team in this matchup. But Liberty Hill, they're playing so well. They beat Bernie Champion. I didn't think they could do that. I picked against them, and they proved me wrong. So Liberty Hill, I've got them winning this game. I got them, I guess you could call it an upset. I don't know. They're pretty much the same team on paper, same record and everything, but I think Liberty Hill is just playing so well right now. They get to the state championship game versus Grapevine. In 4A Division 1, Seminole versus Pleasant Grove. This Seminole team, they faced a big-time regional final versus a hot Mineral Wells team. They get through that. They get through some weather delays too. They make the state semifinal. On the other side, you got Pleasant Grove. There has not been a more solid team in 4A this year than the Eagles. It is going to be hard to beat them. They're so well coached. They got so much talent on that team. I've got Pleasant Grove in this one, y'all. I don't think they're going to get beat in the state semifinals. I got them advancing to the state finals. They'll play the winner of China Spring versus Cal Allen, and this is the matchup to watch in 4A Division 1. These two teams are solid. China Spring, they won it a couple of years ago. Cal Allen, they're back in the state championship game. Two solid teams, y'all. Cal Allen, they're going to bring their fans. China Spring, believe me, they're going to bring fans. It's going to be a rowdy atmosphere there. However, I've got China Spring beating Cal Allen in the semis to get back to the state championship game. They'll play Pleasant Grove, and that's going to be fireworks right there, y'all. If that happens. We've seen that I'm wrong on these picks, so we'll just see if it happens. In 4A Division 2, another solid matchup. We got the Brock Eagles. They will play Spring Hill. That's going to be a great matchup. Brock, they're new to 4A Division 2 now. Their first season in baseball, and man, they have impressed us all. Spring Hill, they made state last year. They're a solid team. They're back again this year in the state games. I've got Spring Hill winning this game. I think they make the championship game this year. Brock's a great team. All hats off to what they have done this season, but I think Spring Hill has the experience. They've got the depth to beat the Eagles and make the state finals. And they'll get the winners of Bridge City versus Wimberley. And I'm very high on this Bridge City team. I've kind of slept on Wimberley. I didn't think they would make it this far in the state games. I've gone back and forth of who I want to pick. Wimberley's playing really well right now. Bridge City, they've been a great team all season. And on paper, when you really look at it, they match up pretty well. They've got the same record on paper. They've got some great pitching, some great hitting on both of these teams. I'm going to go with Wimberley getting it done versus Bridge City and making the state championship game. In 3A Division 1, Liberty Ilo versus Iowa Park. This Liberty Ilo team, now, they got dropped down a division, and man, they are taking 3A Division 1 by storm. This year, they beat some great teams. They played Pleasant Grove. They played some other great East Texas teams, and they have just not looked back since. They are meant to be here. And how about this Iowa Park team? They're playing really well this year. They've had a great team. It's hard for me to pick against this Iowa Park team. If it was against anybody else, I'd probably pick Iowa Park. However, Liberty Ilo advances to state in 3A Division 1, and I've got them winning this matchup. And the winner of that game will place a good Huntington team or a good London team. London, they're down there in South Texas. South Texas, they've shown up in baseball and softball this year, man. They dominate in the state. So this Huntington team, I think they're playing really well at this time. But I'm going to go with London winning this matchup. I think they get to the state championship game. I think it'll be a great matchup between these two, but I've got London winning it. In 3A Division 2, Wall versus Boyd. Y'all, these teams are so similar. I don't know who's going to make it. It's tough. It's tough. I'm just going to have to pick one. I don't know. Play rock, paper, scissors or something. This matchup is so tough to pick. Both of these teams are very experienced in going to state finals. They've been there before. Wall, they won it years back. Boyd, they've been a very consistent team in the finals. I've had to pray about this one, y'all. I've got Wall winning this matchup. I think they get back to the state championship game. I think they're a solid team, and they got a lot of depth on them, and they go to the state championship game. And they'll see the winner of Thrall versus Orange Grove. Orange Grove, they've been a consistent team all season, and they've caught fire now. They made the state semis, and they'll face a really good Thrall team. It's hard to pick against this Thrall team, y'all. They look really good on paper. I think Thrall advances to the state championship game. In 2A Division 1, how about New Home versus Tom Bean? Tom Bean has impressed me, y'all. They have played so well. They have caught fire, and man, they're playing out of their minds right now. And then look at New Home. New Home, they're playing good right now. They've got a lot of depth. Very good at pitching and hitting. I've got New Home winning this matchup. I think they get it done, and they head to Round Rock to play in the state championship game. How about Centerville versus Schulenburg? Man, these two teams, they're on a roll right now too. I've got Centerville winning this matchup. They've been a very good team all season. Now Schulenburg, their record speaks for itself. 22-4 this season. But Centerville, I've got them winning this matchup against Schulenburg and advancing to the state championship. In 2A Division II. Two teams, again, very similar. These divisions have given us a lot of great matchups, y'all. I will say that. I can't say that if it's been in any other sport that way, but it has been in this one, in baseball at least. Maybe softball too. You got Stanford versus Collinsville, and I've had to go back and forth on this one, but I think Collinsville wins this one. I think they go to the state championship game. Stanford has got a phenomenal team, and a lot of people are saying I've slept on them. If they make state, I'll say I've slept on them. I don't mind admitting that, but I think Collinsville beats Stanford and makes the state championship game. They'll face the winner of Overton versus Burton. Again, two teams who are playing really well right now. Give me Overton in this matchup. I think they beat Burton and they make the state championship game. And then 1A Hamlin versus Gordon. Tough matchup right here. Give me Hamlin advancing to the state championship game. And this is a tough one. Brooklyn versus Fayetteville. Fayetteville, they've been there before. They know what it's like. However, I've got Brooklyn beating Fayetteville and advancing to the state championship game. Remember, their softball's playing for state. I think that will give their baseball team a lot of energy and a lot of motivation to get to the state championship as well. All right, y'all, that is it. That is my picks. Let me know what y'all think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for the support y'all have given me on here. And again, we'll see y'all in my state championship picks next week. We'll see what I got right and what I got wrong. For my softball picks, be sure to check those out right here. For a day in my life, be sure to check that out right here. We'll see y'all in the next video.